earlier this year at Indianapolis Raceway Park in twin 25-lap features. Remember, if you won the first one, you start at the rear of the second, and if any driver could win both of them, he won 50 grand. Well, Dave Steele did it, much to the delight of his team owner and crew. And there is the check that Dave Steele picked up for 50 grand. Actually, the total bonus was for more than that. A big night for Dave Steele, who at the moment is running in 5th position.
Certainly is. Well, we got just a second. We want to offer our condolences to Bob Nervo's family. Bob, a longtime supporter of the midget division, and he passed away of a heart attack earlier in the week, so we want to offer our condolences. And on a brighter note, we want to wish Joe Stiles and his new wife, Diana, a happy marriage. They just got married yesterday, and we want to wish you guys all the best of luck.
Indeed. Well, the championship points battle, Dave Darlin right now is running in 10th position, and J.J. Yaley is in 7th. Remember, Yaley started from the pole, so he has lost several positions here. We'll continue to track this battle for the championship as much as we can. The field is still under caution at this time, as these laps that are run under caution, because it is a race of 100 laps, do count. Here are the top 5 once again as we go to Ray Dunlap.
And Bob, 5th on that list is Dave Steele. I think he has the hottest left front brake rotor I've seen on one of these midget cars in a long time. He's really been working that brake a lot. And I think you're going to see Steele's car get a lot better in the late stages of this race after we get to lap 70, because when his fuel burns off, that'll change his chassis quite a bit. And I think he'll be able to get into the turns without using quite as much brake.
He's moved up 1 position since the drop of the green. Started 6th, now 5th. A quarter of this race is over. 25 laps completed as the green comes out once again, and Michael Lewis in that orange number 11 car has the lead at the moment as everybody else stacks up at least 2 by 2 once again through the corners.
Yeah, you can see that he Lewis jumped off into about a 3 or 4 car length lead on that restart. Meanwhile, those white number 9s of Steve Lewis, 19, 9, and 91, back there battling each other. 79, I guess it is.
And look who is now taking over 3rd position. That is Tony Stewart. And Dave Steele also goes to the inside and picks up 4th spot. So Bobby East dropping back to 5th. And actually dropping back to 6th as Aaron Fike comes through.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. When you start falling back that early, it means that you've missed the setup just a little bit. You can see that he's lifting the left front tire on that car quite a bit. And that's not exactly the way they usually like to set those things up. They don't want to be lifting that left front tire.
Now the 69 black car is driven by A.J. Fike. So we got Aaron running 5th and A.J. running in the 8th position. And there is the 91 of J.J. Yaley, who's still running in the 7th spot.
Yeah, Yaley started in the front row. He's fallen back, so he might have set his car up for later in the race too. But normally, if you're falling back this early, that's not a good sign.
A.J. Fike in the 69 has come from 19th starting position to his current place, which is 7th.
Well, that's awful fast to move up that quickly, because there's some awful fast machinery up there in the front of this field. Pass that many of them early. Oh, look at this. It looks like they've got a little streamer there.
Yeah.
That wasn't on there at the beginning of the race, believe me.
That is Bobby East, who has picked up something on the roll cage of that car. And sometimes they put streamers on roll cages to indicate rookies, but that would not be the case with Bobby East, and that's certainly something that was not put there before the race began.
Well, the wind was blowing very hard here earlier in the evening, and it was raining a little bit, and some debris did get blown onto the racetrack. Obviously, whatever that is was blown onto the racetrack and has caught onto his roll cage.
Meanwhile, this is the front of the field as Michael Lewis in the orange number 11 continues to lead, and that is Casey Kane right behind him, now going to the high side of the racetrack. So a great battle up front for the top spot, and then a little bit of racetrack back to Tony Stewart, who is at the moment running in 3rd position and content to be there at the moment. Michael Lewis, only 7 midget features this year, but he won at Nazareth and Sparta. His other top 10 finishes have been a 5th at Hawkeye Downs, a 6th, 7th, and 8th at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Yeah, Michael Lewis has been running that bottom groove ever since he got here. Normally, the fast way through this, around this racetrack, early in the night anyway, is up a little higher on the racetrack. But Michael Lewis qualified right around the bottom like he's running right now, and he's run that same groove all night long.
36 laps are now completed. 36 laps there again. First, second. Here comes Stewart in third. Steele is right behind him. Then Aaron Pike and A.J. Pike are fifth and sixth. So the 100-lap Turkey Night Grand Prix moving along here at Irwindale Speedway. We'll take another break and be back with more. Michael Lewis leading with 37 laps completed.